Okay, so what we're doing right now is we are working on 2 point perspective, and I thought we could work on it really quickly with a fun project and also add our name um, to our portfolio. We're going to use 2 point perspective. In 1 point perspective, the um, surface of an object is facing you, like you can tell the outline of the object, and the parts that are going away are at diagonals that kind of go to a single point in the center. You might have done that project earlier last year or earlier in your life. Now we're going to go ahead and work with 2 point perspective. So instead of something being in frontal like this, it's going to be corner. So the edge of the object is going to be facing you, and these you're going to be able to draw two sides instead of just basically one side like this. Okay, so we're going to draw everything from the corner. To that end, what we're going to do first is we're going to take a ruler and draw a very lightly a horizon line all the way across. This horizon line is an imaginary line. So we're going to draw it as light as possible, and we are going to erase it in the end. So we're going to draw a point at the very last part of the horizon line that we can, and a point over here. This is what they mean by 2 point perspective. There's 2 points. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to draw a line that crosses over that horizon line nice and big. And you're going to, at the end of that line segment, here we go, you're going to draw a diagonal to the 1 point. And then you'll go ahead and draw another diagonal to the other point. So you have kind of a diamond shape. And this is going to be the edge of your object, okay? So we've drawn the edge, and this is each side. Our name is going to fit in here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make block letters of my name. I may go ahead and just draw my name out first. Okay. Now you can see I'm running out of space. I want the S here. So because I've planned it out, I can just simply erase it a little bit and start here. I like doing that before I start making some really crazy block letters because I can erase it very easily. So now I'm going to go around each block letter, and the bottom and the top are going to touch the top line and the bottom line. So the bottom and the top are going to be at this curved line. Of course, my name, as if it was on the side of a wall of a building, is going to get larger and larger as you come towards the middle and then get smaller again. So here I go. Still going to make everything vertical. So I go around my letters. I don't use any part of the inside of the letter to make my letters. It's almost like I'm driving a little race car around each letter, but I'm not touching the inside part. So now I've made block letters, but it's not in 2 point perspective, not yet. Now we're going to get the concept of crisscross. Everything on this side, the sides of the piece are going to go towards this vanishing point, and everything on this side, the sides are going to go towards this vanishing point. So it's a crisscross effect. Let me start with the A. I'm going to line it up here, almost like it's a clock or a string on the end of a like a heather ball. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to make each line about a 1/2 inch in length. Now, just like in 1 point perspective, you're going to mimic the angle. See this angle of the Y? Where the Y ends, we're going to mimic that angle. Okay. And erase everything that's in there. Let's go ahead with the M. I'm going to make it about a 1/2 inch long. So every corner, everywhere where there is an angle or a corner or even a curve, I'm going to go ahead and make some little lines, and then I'm going to mimic the original. So if the original line went this way, I'm going to mimic that angle. So here's my original line, mimic this line. Here's my original line, and I'm going to go ahead and just move my ruler over, and you can see that. Why? About a half an inch there. I'm kind of measuring it on my. There's this one. Again, I'll go over this line of the Y, and then the line beside it is going to be parallel to it. Okay. Now we're going to go with the H. Part of it is going to be to this side because it's on this side of the center, and part of it is going to go to the crisscross, the other side. Let's go ahead and do crisscross. And now this other part of the H is on the other side, so we're going to go ahead and make. Getting too long. Okay, so let's go ahead and make those parallel lines. Kind of a weird, because it's on it's almost like you could walk into this space. I'm going to go ahead and erase the inside lines of my H so you can kind of, oops, that was an inside left. So you can kind of see it better. That means that I'm going to erase this middle line. That was just a guideline. So, and you're building that sense of foreground, middle ground, and then this can be the background. Let's go ahead with the A. I'm going to go the whole way and do every letter. Since the H is kind of close to the A, I'm going to tuck that A behind. Let's erase everything inside. Make it nice and neat. Oops. There's too many. This one, you can't draw because it's a little closer to this A part, so you can't draw the vertical part of that. Let me go ahead and erase the inside of my N, and I'll make the lines a little darker so you can see a little better. So there's my N, and this is a corner, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a little line here. This one I can't because I'll be going over. There's no reason to make it. And this one, even though I already did it once, I'll do it again. Now we're gonna mimic this line here, but we can't go all the way because of the A. Just making my A darker. So you can kind of see that every letter, you can kind of see the corner. Let's go to the K. I was kind of in a hurry with that K. Let's make the lines a little darker. I'm gonna go ahead and erase the inside because I think if I don't do that first, it'll get a little confusing. There I have my just a block letter K with top and bottom matching this diagonal. And we're going to that. And I'm going to do the S as well. And you can see that the S is really curved, but if it were angular, there might be a little line right there. So again, I'm adding a little there's any. So that is 2-point perspective. Let me go over my lines. I might do a little bit of shading inside to give it a little more definition. We're working with a lot of angles, and maybe I'll even make a little person here walking in to my big name. And that's how you do 2-point perspective. That's the basics. And I hope you enjoy that.